Y'all, it feels like we're stuck in an endless loop of surviving Diddy series. And it's not slowing down because the feds just uncovered some evidence that Diddy allegedly victimized actor Brasher Gray, and that Brasher just might be another one of Diddy's victims. But get this, it seems like Diddy was allegedly tag team and Brr with Will Smith, and it looks like Will isn't exactly innocent in this drama. But hold on, because that's not the end of it. The streets are now buzzing with claims that Diddy allegedly did the same thing to the rapper White Co. Cyrus, this drama just got into high gear, and it's getting wilder than anybody could have anticipated. Okay, so if you thought that the surviving Diddy saga was winding down, think again. Because things just got way more intense for the last year. Lawsuits have been raining down on Diddy from all sides, and there have been whispers that more folks would step up to speak on his questionable behavior. Well, those whispers were spot on, because actor Brasher Gray just came forward with some serious claims that he didn't come alone. He brought along rapper Osiris and actor Orlando Brown, who also claimed that they were allegedly essayed by Diddy. Now, Brasher claims that Diddy and Will Smith allegedly pressured him into some seriously sketchy situations that he never signed up for. He's ready to share his side of the story, joining Cassie Lil Rod and the other women who have bravely spoken out. But if you've been paying attention, you might have caught wind of this a couple of weeks ago, when a blind item dropped hint that several young men in the industry were gearing up to go public about their experiences with Diddy. Well, people have been wondering what happened to Brasher and why he suddenly disappeared from the industry. I mean, the guy had a solid career on track after he starred in Empire, and everybody thought he was about to take off. But instead of soaring, he just vanished, leaving us all confused about how he managed to mess with those big opportunities. Well, turns out Brasher's exit wasn't exactly voluntary, cause word in the streets is that he allegedly got blacklisted when it all went down by none other than Will Smith Diddy. And the gossip is that when it all went down because Brasher tried to back out of some shady activities they were pushing on him, stuff he never signed up for in the first place, and Will and Diddy weren't about to let him walk away unscathed, so they allegedly got him blacklisted. And you might be wondering how Brasher ended up in the situation. But here's the backstory. When he was just a teenager, he met with Charlie Mack, a talent manager. Charlie hooked Brasher up with an audition for Empire, and he absolutely nailed it. Before he knew it, he was in La, starring in the show with Charlie as his manager. Little did he know that it was just the beginning of a wild ride in the industry. Well, Charlie turned out to be the perfect manager for Brasher, thanks to his impressive connections in Hollywood. This guy was the real deal, and he introduced Brasher to some important people in the industry, including Will Smith, Brel, and Will hit it off right away, which isn't surprising considering Bryshere's killer performance on Empire. Will became a role model for Brasher. They performed at Empty Minty Bond that looked great on paper. I mean, who wouldn't want guidance from one of industry's top dogs, right? But here's where things got a little messy. Will thought Brasher had a potential as a rapper and not just as an actor. This was perfect because Brasher had always dreamed of being a rapper, not an actor. He only auditioned for Empire because it was a music-centric show, and he figured it would give his rap career a boost. Plus, let's be real, the paycheck from Empire was a nice bonus, and he definitely needed that cash. So with Will as his mentor, they arranged a meeting with Diddy. Now, Diddy is a major player in the rap world, and it seemed like a golden opportunity for Brasher's career, or at least it should have been. Looking back though, knowing what we know now about Diddy and Will, those red flags should have been waving like crazy. But back then, nobody had a clue about the skeletons hiding in Diddy and Will's closets. But for some context, there have been reports for more than 20 years that Diddy and Will were on the DL. Multiple people in the industry have accused them of doing inappropriate things to other men in the industry. For example, Alexis Arrett, who knew Will on a personal level, spilled the tea that Will's first marriage to Cherie Zampino ended because Cherie caught him in the bed with the man. Alexis wrote, "When Jada comes out as gay and her bearded husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him servicing his sugar daddy, Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." She, being his first wife, paid off silent. Alexis RKCK wasn't the only one to spill tea on Will, cause Jaguar W stepped in to share some secrets, she claims that Will has had affairs with multiple younger men in the industry, saying he pretends to mentor them, but then allegedly pressures them into relationships that leave them traumatized.
And young men have left their house fucking screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Brasher Gray left that house fucking screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
In a rant against Will's wife, Jada, Trisha Puss called Will out for allegedly forcing her male dancers to sleep with him. How about worry about your cheating husband? My male dancers, you know, when they didn't want to. How about talk about that? Also, do y'all remember the time when the federal agents were looking into Diddy for allegedly doing some unspeakable things to younger men in the industry back in 2013? There were reports that Diddy was being investigated by federal agencies proceeding with young men. According to the reports, during a debriefing session with federal investigators, James Roseman, the music manager turned cocaine kingpin, was reportedly questioned about the sexual preferences of entertainers, including whether Diddy Combs was having intimate relationships with underage boys. According to a U.S. District Court filing, then came Cassie's bombshell lawsuit, which was the first time we really got a peek into Diddy's private world, and it was not pretty. It turns out that Diddy had a thing for male escorts, and Cassie revealed shocking details about some seriously wild escapades that she got roped into what Diddy called freak-offs. According to Cassie, Diddy would hire these male escorts and coerce her into intimate encounters with them while he sat back and enjoyed the show, but he wasn't just a spectator. He played the director, telling her what to do and how to do it to these men during these so-called freak-offs to make things even messier. Diddy's former bodyguard, James Deal, decided to spill tea of his own. He said that Diddy wasn't just watching from the sidelines, that he was an active participant in these freak-offs, and Jane went on to allege that Diddy even gave Cassie a shopping list to find the perfect escort. But it wasn't for her enjoyment, it was all about Diddy's.
She say that, in this lawsuit that, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So, what you think about that?
Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have sex with her?
But here's the thing, Cassie wasn't the only one tangled up in Diddy freak-offs. Rumor has it that he had also had some wild escapades with Will Smith. Yes, you heard me right. For years, this has been the rumor suggesting that Will and Diddy were low-key involved, allegedly indulging in freak-offs for ages. And at first fans shrugged it off, thinking Will and Jada were the perfect picture couple, and there was no way he would do that. But plot twist, it turns out that things weren't as peachy in the Smith household as we thought, cuz Jay herself revealed that she and Will had actually been separated for a while. And suddenly these rumors about Diddy and Will possibly being more than just friends gained some serious traction.